Anytime a new occupant is going to occupy a space, the Borough of Wilkinsburg requires you to get an occupancy permit, whether it's residential or commercial. Residential occupancy permits apply to any type of residential dwelling, whether it's a single-family dwelling or an apartment in a multi-unit. The occupancy permit application, it has a $60 fee. All of our applications are available on our website, wilkinsburgpa.gov. There's a link, Borough Departments, which will give you a drop-down menu. Choose Code Enforcement from the menu. As you scroll down, all of our applications are there, and the residential occupancy permit application title is Occupancy Permit. There's a $60 fee. The fee entitles you to an initial inspection and one re-inspection. The occupancy permit, when passed, will be issued in the name of the tenant occupying that space. When that space is unoccupied and a new tenant moves in, the new tenant needs a new occupancy permit. But an issued occupancy permit is valid for as long as that tenant lives in that dwelling. We have occupancy permits that are decades old and they are still valid. Again, this fee is $60. Submit your application and fee to the Code Enforcement Office. We will then put you on our calendar. We schedule inspections Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We start at 10 and we end at 2. We schedule them for about a half an hour. So our appointments start at 10. Our last appointment is scheduled at 1:30. If there are violations, the code officer will send you a request for compliance listing all the violations they have found. Correct the violations, and at that time, schedule the re-inspection. If we have to go out to your dwelling many times, we will charge you for an additional inspection. Again, this application covers the initial inspection and one re-inspection. The same procedure is true for commercial properties. The fee is different and the appointment is scheduled for an hour. The commercial occupancy, the occupant is the name of the business. The fee for a commercial occupancy inspection is $125. So anytime a business occupies a space, at a minimum, they would need our local level occupancy permit. However, be aware that if you are moving into a business space and you are changing the use of that space, and you can call our offices to see if that is your situation, what you will need to do at that point is file for a commercial building permit. Whenever a commercial space changes use, you have to go through the building permit process, which is a separate procedure. So an example is, if you are moving into a space that was once a convenience store, that's mercantile, and you have decided to move a daycare into that space, that's educational, that's a change in use, and that will be dealt with in the commercial building permit process, and your occupancy will be handled in that process. But if you are moving into a space that was a storefront and you want to open up another storefront, that's where the local level occupancy permit applies. That's a commercial occupancy permit that you need to file for. If you have any questions, you can call 412-244-2923. That is the Code Enforcement Department in the Borough Building.